Imagine waking up thousands of years ago with a high fever, a painful infection, or a serious injury. There are no hospitals, no pharmacies, no ambulances, and no doctors to call for help. In today's world, many illnesses can be treated with a simple visit to a clinic. But for most of human history, people had to survive without modern medicine. So how did ancient humans deal with diseases, infections, and injuries? Surprisingly, they were far more resourceful than most people realize. For early humans, survival depended heavily on observing nature. They didn't understand bacteria, viruses, or the science behind disease, but they noticed patterns. Over generations, people learned that certain plants seemed to help with pain, reduce swelling, or speed up healing. This knowledge was passed down through stories and experience. In many ways, these observations became the world's first form of medicine. Ancient communities often relied on individuals who had extensive knowledge of healing plants and natural remedies. These people were the closest thing to doctors that existed at the time. One of the most common treatments involved medicinal plants. Ancient humans experimented with roots, leaves, bark, flowers, and herbs found in their environment. Some plants contained chemicals that genuinely helped the body heal. For example, willow bark contains a substance similar to the active ingredient in modern aspirin and was often used to reduce pain and fever. Honey was another remarkable remedy. It was applied to wounds because it naturally helps prevent the growth of harmful bacteria. Even today, certain medical treatments use specialized forms of honey to help heal wounds. When injuries occurred, ancient humans developed practical methods to improve survival. Cuts and wounds were cleaned with water when available, and various natural materials were used as bandages. Animal skins, plant fibers, and moss sometimes served as protective coverings. Keeping a wound covered reduced the risk of contamination from dirt and insects. While they didn't know about germs, many communities understood from experience that cleaner wounds often healed better than dirty ones. Broken bones were another challenge. A severe fracture could mean death if it prevented someone from hunting, gathering food, or escaping danger. Yet, archaeological discoveries show that ancient humans sometimes survived broken bones that had healed properly. This suggests that they learned how to stabilize injured limbs using sticks, branches, and tightly wrapped materials, creating primitive splints. It also reveals something important about human society. Injured people were often cared for by others while they recovered. Without community support, many of these individuals would not have survived. One of the biggest threats to ancient humans was infection. Today, antibiotics can often stop bacterial infections before they become life-threatening. Ancient people had no such medicines. As a result, even a small cut could become dangerous if it became infected. To fight infections, many cultures used herbal preparations, smoke treatments, and natural substances believed to have healing properties. While not all remedies worked, some contained compounds that genuinely slowed bacterial growth or reduced inflammation. Ancient humans also relied heavily on spiritual beliefs when dealing with illness. In many communities, disease was thought to be caused by angry spirits, curses, supernatural forces, or imbalances in nature. Healers often combined practical treatments with rituals, prayers, chants, or ceremonies. From a modern scientific perspective, these rituals may seem ineffective, but they often provided comfort, reduced fear, and strengthened community support. A person who believed they were being cared for and protected may have experienced psychological benefits that improved their ability to recover. One of the most fascinating discoveries made by archaeologists involves ancient surgery. Evidence shows that some ancient societies performed a procedure known as trepanation. This involved carefully creating a hole in the skull using primitive tools. It sounds terrifying today, but many skulls discovered by researchers show signs of healing, meaning some patients actually survived the operation. Historians still debate exactly why trepanation was performed. It may have been used to treat head injuries, relieve pressure in the skull, or address conditions that people believed were caused by supernatural forces. Diet also played a crucial role in health. Ancient humans understood that certain foods helped maintain strength and energy. Hunter-gatherers often consumed a diverse diet consisting of meat, fish, fruits, nuts, seeds, and edible plants. This varied diet often provided essential nutrition that supported the immune system. In some cases, Maintaining good overall health may have been one of the most effective defenses against disease. Another important factor was knowledge sharing. Every generation learned from the successes and failures of the generations before them. If a particular plant consistently helped reduce pain, that knowledge was remembered. Over thousands of years, these observations gradually formed the foundation of traditional medicine. Many modern medicines can trace their origins back to remedies first discovered through ancient trial and error. Despite their ingenuity, ancient humans faced enormous challenges. Many diseases that are easily treatable today were often deadly. Infections, childbirth complications, injuries, and epidemics claimed countless lives. Life expectancy was generally much lower than it is now. Yet it is important to remember that ancient humans were not helpless. They experimented, adapted, observed nature, cared for one another, and developed surprisingly sophisticated methods for dealing with illness. The next time you take a painkiller, apply an antiseptic, or visit a doctor, consider how fortunate modern medicine has made us. Behind every hospital, every medicine, and every medical breakthrough lies a long history of human curiosity and survival. Ancient humans may not have had doctors, but they laid the foundations of healing through observation, experience, and an unwavering determination to stay alive. Their journey from herbal remedies and primitive treatments to the advanced medicine we have today is one of the most remarkable stories in human history.